Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's gurnoors, and if you're new here, welcome. So today I have such an exciting vlog to share with all of you. I'm going to start my own series of book diaries. I am the biggest reader to be known to freaking life, guys. If you guys don't know about that about me, I can't even speak. It is so late at night, guys. But if you guys don't know about that about me, now you guys do. I am the biggest reader, okay guys, number one. I love every single type of genre of book, mostly romantic and horror and sad, because that sad books, oh my god, they shatter me to life. So basically what I am going to be doing in the series, I'm going to be reviewing a bunch of books, influencing you by a bunch of books, but now for these next two videos, I'm going to be sharing with you guys, is it worth it or not, book talk edition. So I have 5 books over here. They are thick as hell, and I will be sharing another 4 in my next video, and I will be sharing with you guys, is it worth it or not, my honest opinions. Probably a lot of controversy there and there, my facts about these books, a little summary about each one. If you guys are maybe interested, you guys can buy them. So this is why, and also guys, remember, this is my opinion. Please do not judge me, okay guys? You guys might be like, okay, Gurnoors, what the hell? Why do you not like this book? Why do you not like that book? Why don't you like the author? Seriously, I have nothing against them. It's just my perspective and point of view. And this is all just for fun and content. So let's stop talking and yapping and let's begin. Okay, so starting off, my favorite book, Every Summer After. Shout out to one of my friends that are probably watching this right now. She gifted this to me last year for my birthday. This is by Carly Fortune. This is the first ever book that I read by her. So, quick summary about this book. It's basically about a girl named Percy and 2 brothers. I forgot one of the brothers' name, but one of them is Sam. He is the youngest and one is older. Let me just see what the older guy's name is. Okay, it doesn't even freaking say in the summary on what the older brother's name is. I think it was like Connor or something. But yeah, so there's 2 brothers and that one girl. Basically, she lives in Toronto, and they basically wanted, her and her parents wanted to go to a cottage in Barrie for the summer. She thought it was going to be really boring, but she wanted to try it out because she lost all her friends from her school. Such a typical book talk character move. And basically she meets Sam the first time because basically his older brother was supposed to go to a party and he has no one to babysit him, so he drops him at her Percy's house, and they basically kind of have a connection there. You know, they start having some chemistry there and there, but obviously the older brother had to freaking ruin it. I'm not going to say any spoilers. If you guys do want to read it, that's only how much I'm going to say. So I'm going to start off. This book was literally so good, guys. The chemistry, the tension between Sam and Percy, it's literally everything. Also, I'm a person that hates slow books, okay? I hate reading slow books in general when they just don't get the fuck to the plot. Like, okay, we get it, bro. You live there and there. You look like this and this. Like, I really don't care about those details. Please just skip to the plot because I'm not going to read all of that. This was such a good book because it was like short, like in the starting of it. Like it got quite quick to the point. What I will say though is that I feel like the ending was a bit rushed and could be definitely better. Why I think this is, like, the thing is, like, the ending just didn't make sense to me. Like, she had so much chemistry with, like, Sam. What the hell happened to older brother? Like, I just don't get it. Like, she didn't even end up with one of them. This is why I just don't really like the ending of this book. Overall, the plot was great. I really liked the characters, how they were explained with detail. And yeah, this is my opinion on this book. I will give it probably a 7.5 out of 10, only because of the ending. Okay guys, this is the next book. It is a very, very popular book talk series. It is called the Shatter Me series. Me and my sister were absolutely in love with this series, guys. It was literally so good. But there is a lot of things I have to say about this. Okay, so I'm not going to give like a very big summary about this whole entire series because it's so much. But it's basically about this girl. Her name is Juliet, and she was like part of this clinical trial when she was really young because she had like this like touch which killed people. And basically she meets these 2 brothers at this asylum, and they're all connected somehow, and just very confusing at the start. Okay guys, you must read it to understand what I'm talking about. Okay. this writing in Shatter Me was absolutely amazing. I don't even know how many books there are. I know there's Restore Me, Ignite Me, Believe Me, Shatter Me, and like I think there's 6 books in total. My favorite book is why I'm holding this one, Ignite Me. This was one of my favorite books because number one, the whole entire plot was so good. The twist, the like everything else. I'm not going to spoil it for the people that still want to read it, but it was actually amazing. I think this was my favorite because number one, it got straight to the point. As I said, I hate reading slow books. But number two, also overall, it was just not boring. It had so many plot twists to it, and she finally actually went up to Aaron and did something. Like she wasn't close to Adam because Adam was toxic as hell. We don't like Adam, okay guys? We only like Aaron because Aaron is literally the standard of book talk. Like this guy raised my standards this high, okay? And we just ignore the fact though he's like 5'8", but like that's okay. Anyways, this book was absolutely amazing. I loved Ignite Me so much, but what I will say is I did not like Restore Me or any other book after that. Okay, so I wouldn't say that I completely hated the rest of the series, but the thing is I lost so much interest after this book. Number one, in Restore Me especially, I lost completely the whole entire interest in the series because the whole entire thing went so slow, and it was like such repetitive events, and I was like, okay, is something new gonna happen? But I feel like after Restore Me, the series kind of got back to its rhythm, but then slowed down again. And like honestly, then I couldn't have just waited till the ending. Like I didn't even want to read it anymore. Also, I'm a person that does not like series, especially books. Like they just annoy me so much because they're so long and it's like so repetitive, and just not my type of things I would be going for. But I will say it is still like, I feel like the few first books are good overall. It's just that at Restore Me gets really boring. But after that, it kind of gets okay. But like a few books are still slow at the start, or it gets really slow at the end and it just makes no sense. So out of like a 10, I will give it like a 7 out of 10 because honestly, it's like kind of overrated personally. Like I know it's so popular on TikTok, and I won't say it's not good. It's good, but it's very slow and it's kind of like sloppy with its events because it's so repetitive. So it's definitely not worth its hype because I've read a lot of better books than that. Okay, the next book is It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover, which is such a popular book talk author, okay guys? There's a lot of controversial opinions about her, especially about her books, but basically it's about the continuation of It Ends With Us. A lot of people are wondering why the hell is she not reviewing It Ends With Us first. Just thought it would make more sense because Alice and Lily's story was in the starting, so I just want to do that, a continuation of that, but Ends With Us will be in the part 2 of this book talk diaries. This was a very good book. I actually like this better than It Ends With Us because I was always an Atlas supporter, okay guys? He was the standard, okay? He was so positive, he was so humble, and he was just so sweet and everything. I loved how they portrayed so many different characters, and when Atlas met his mom again and everything else, I feel like the story just got so much more interesting than the first book when it was just about Lily Ryle, and it was just like the repetitive things over and over again. I feel like It Ends With Us didn't have that much strong of a meaning, but I feel like Lily came back to herself. She grew from everything, and like the small little details Colleen added in this book is amazing. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of her books, but like this book she did so well. Like the flowers on the novel representing new beginnings, like girl, she knew what she was doing. The ending was just so sweet. I would even read a third book if there was one. I don't get why people are like, oh, a third book shouldn't be needed, second book shouldn't be needed. Like, yes, it was. Like, I needed to see Atlas and Lily's ending. Like that it just ended so perfectly. I loved how she summed everything up. I definitely recommend this book. I will give it a 9 out of 10. Probably very controversial. I know that there is better books than this, but I just think that the way she wrote It Ends With Us, she grew so much from that, and like Lily became such a stronger person. I feel like that can motivate so many people out there, especially like to grow from like the weak events that you went through your life to something better and to start new beginnings. So yeah, this was definitely a really great book for me to read. This probably is the best book from this whole entire collection. This is Archer's Voice by Mira Sheridan. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Oh my god, guys. This is such a sweet book. Okay. I am a person that cries very easily when it comes to series, shows, or any type of like book. And this was such a sad book, guys. I know a lot of people think it's not that sad, but I feel like the whole entire Archer's voice story was just so sad, and the events that he went through. But most importantly, the healing that he got from it, the love, the care. And basically, my sister first read this for one of her classes in her school to do like this whole entire project on it. And she was like, it's so good, Gunnar, you should read it. So I did. I immediately got hooked that I read it like in this span of 3 days, guys. I think the Archer's like voice, the whole entire story was just so healing, and I feel like the events that he went through, especially with, I feel like a lot of people can relate when you go through really weak events in your life. You can heal those by such positive outcomes, and he definitely showed that in the book. And I feel like Mia wrote this so detailed, so carefully, and I absolutely love this book so much, and I would definitely read it again if I could. Well, I obviously could, but like I'm not a person that reads books twice. I don't know, it just annoys me so much. But it's just so much survival in it, and the healing from it, and the people that helped him to heal, and everything else. So I definitely recommend this book, guys, if you're like a sad type of reader that wants like healing books and stuff like that. This book is definitely for you. It shows so much of that. I've personally loved these books so much because it just shows, like, I feel like so many people read like rom-com movies or horror movies, books, but like I feel like the story of this is just so positive, and I absolutely love it. And yeah, I definitely recommend it. Okay, the last book that I will be liking to share with you guys, which is my favorite book from this pile, which I cannot believe, but it is the Margaret Peterson Haddock's book, Full Ride. The story is basically about this girl named Becca, and she has a very loving family. Her mom and her dad. Her dad is super rich, and he does some type of business, but little does she know that he's actually a criminal and does embezzlement. Yeah, dark turns, right? It is literally one of the best books that I've ever freaking read, guys. The plot twists are amazing. So basically, Becca and her mom, after they find out, they run away from everything because family is so rich, they're obviously going to be on the news. Her whole entire house is worth like $10 million. Okay, first of all, they sell that, they move into this very small apartment in a different city, and Becca's mom makes her forget everything. They change her name. They changed their name. They change everything about her, and like her whole entire appearance, everything, her school, and they even like lie about the grades that she got, the last school that she went to, so they don't get caught about what they're doing. Overall, the time goes and goes on, and it's time to apply to universities. She realizes she can't even get financial aid, but she doesn't even have enough money to go because all the money that she had was lost with all the criminal and law stuff. So, in that order, Becca has to tell the truth to many people in order to get to go to college. And when she does, it just takes so many plot twists, which I won't ruin for you guys yet, even though I told half of the stories. Oopsies, guys. Did not mean that. This is such a great book, guys. I read this 3 freaking times. Grade 5, grade 6, and grade 7. As I said, I don't read books often again and again. This was just a book that like I could not get my mind wrapped around it. The first time I just did not understand. I literally quit reading halfway through. Second time I was like, okay, it makes more sense. Third time I was like shook. Probably it's not that hard to understand, but I'm just sometimes a little slow person when it comes to reading books. But this is such a good book, guys. It's not slow at all. It definitely is fast-paced. I love the way that Becca literally portrays everything. The writer did so good. I recommend Haddock's book so much. I read so many of her other books. It's so good. Crash is also a very good book. I will definitely review that in my next book diary, part 2. This book, I definitely recommend it. I just wish it was like, I wish the ending of it wasn't so rushed because I really did not understand what was going on there. Like, suddenly everything got so twisted and stuff, and I wish it just went a little bit slower so then we could have understood it better. I feel like sometimes endings can go so rushed when the whole entire story was so good, and sometimes they can go so slow when the whole entire other book was so fast. Like, it makes no sense. So if the ending was not so rushed, I would give it literally 10 out of 10. But just because of that, I hate when endings are rushed, guys. It just annoys me so much as a reader. So in that case, I give it a 8.5 out of 10. Remember, guys, these are all amazing books. These are just my opinions. Maybe you guys do like them. And yeah, that sums it up for all the books. Okay, guys, so if you guys did enjoy this video, please sure to subscribe, like, share, and comment. My part 2 will be including many other 5 more books to conclude this whole entire series. And I will also be sharing more and uploading more book-related videos if you guys do want to see that. I have a lot of exciting content coming up soon, and I also post daily updates on my life on my Instagram and Threads, so please sure to check that out and follow me on there. It's linked in my bio, but the user is gurnoors_29 for both of them. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!